This experience has been a great opportunity for me to connect with people of the Northeast Synod. It's allowed me to have incredible conversations with people about the importance of engaging young adults in all that we do as the church.
I had a great time. It was wonderful to meet a lot of people that I hadn't known to begin with, and for some people that I'd been on a lot of Zoom calls with, so that was fantastic.
I thought it was fantastic company. The information we shared was amazing, and I have a ton of resources to take back to my churches, and I'm really looking forward to sharing it with them.
My name is Reverend Anna Ginn. I'm from First Presbyterian Church of Cazenovia, Presbytery of Cayuga, Syracuse. My time here this weekend was absolutely fabulous. I made so many connections with so many different people who have such creative ideas about the future and where God is calling us, and I can't wait to cultivate those outside of this context.
I mean, one of the things that I enjoyed most about the weekend was hearing different voices. We had young folks here. We had people from different faith traditions. We had folks of different ethnicities and theological beliefs. And it was just wonderful hearing and seeing their take on the God and on the divine and on the living of life.
Mi nombre es Jennifer Rodríguez. El fin de semana estuvo fantástico. Pude ver colegas, personas que no había visto por mucho tiempo, y sentí el calor humano entre cada uno de nosotros y nosotras.
I'm Juliette Orr. I'm in New York, serving a year through the Young Adult Program.
My name is Jose Gonzalez Colon, and I'm a member of New York City Presbytery.
So I am Reverend Dr. Sandana Gallman-Ashley, and I serve as the Transitional Synod Leader for the Synod of the Northeast, and I live in Boston Spa, New York.
I think what was really great was to be in a hallowed space like this, and it was worth the trip, but also the ability to reunite with people we haven't been able to be in physical contact with after the pandemic. And the fact that despite that we've been scarred and maimed by the pandemic, but we're still here, and we're still working, and with whatever resources we have, we still have a lot, and we're still wealthy in talents and gifts that God has given us. So I'm excited.
Come to the Table this year was just this wonderful event of bringing siblings from across the Synod together. We are a large Synod, 19 presbyteries from New Jersey to Maine. So having the opportunity to bring a group of ruling elders, deacons, ministers of the Word and Sacrament, and presbytery leaders together to talk about what it means to remove the blinders it's been a joy. And the energy that we have in this event, just watching people share their stories, build relationships, and to talk about deep things in a way that is faithful to the gospel, that has been a blessing for me this week.
My weekend was good. I got to meet a lot of new faces. And I got to talk about, divinity school, and how to increase the voices of young people in the presbytery officially through positions and also by creating programs that we actually want to go to.
Everyone I got to interact with had a really good heart, and it was just a super time this weekend.
Removing the blinders to me means including more people in the church ministry that we do, opening our doors to everyone, not excluding groups of people, and encouraging more openness and unity instead of segregation and groups. Intergenerational, interracial, intercultural, all of these wonderful things to get people together and unite as one, as Christ has called us to do.
One of the things that has been my desire for the church is that we really embody what we confess. So we are a confessional church, and we make all of these we believe statements. I want to see us embody it. I want us to see the person that's on the street. I want us to see individuals, to see them as human beings created in the image of God. And so thinking about that, learning how to put that in place in very practical ways is one of the things that I think is just important for us. It's an important conversation for the church right now. We need authentic relationships, and people want us to be real. It gives me joy, great joy.
My name is Alpha Brown, and I am part of the Presbyterian Women in the Synod of the Northeast. And for me to take it off my blinders, I'm asking all women in the Synod of the Northeast to take your blinders off and invite your neighbor. Invite all those people who do not look like you. Invite them to your heart. Invite them to your church. Get to know who they are.
Really taking a look at the people who are wanting to be part of a community that we're just overlooking for some reason. We've tend to take a look at those who walk through our doors and expect them to already know what's going on inside. And we don't always notice them, especially in things like community dinners and different church events. We have a tendency to group together around people we already know rather than embracing the strangers and visitors among us. So removing the blinders is a way to respond to those people who are looking for a spiritual home.
For me, removing the blinders is about spending time in serious introspection, not just trying to help other people take the time to listen to each other, but making sure I'm taking the time to listen to others.
Removing blinders for me has been advocating for changing the seats and positions that are available for young people. Right now, there's a seat that doesn't have any voting power, and it's more of an advocate, and you just speak as a discussion, but you don't really have a voice. So right now we're trying to push for instead replacing the current seats with younger people, younger like in their 20s, 30s, that have voting power so that we can start making decisions for ourselves instead of waiting for other people to catch up to our needs.
¿Qué significa remover los filtros? Bueno, es la idea de remover de nosotros aquellas nociones que nosotros tenemos del mundo y estar dispuestos a ser vulnerables con nuestros compañeros y compañeras, con nuestros hermanos y hermanas, y de personas que son extrañas a nosotros, que ahora son nuestros hermanos, que son nuestro prójimo. Y en esa oportunidad Dios nos hace uno y nos hace comunidad. Y por eso yo le estoy agradecido de que por esta oportunidad de estar aquí y de remover esos filtros y empezar de nuevo.
Para mí, remover esos lentes o esas ventanas que siempre están en nuestro alrededor es básicamente abrirnos a nuevas posibilidades, a posibilidades que están ahí, pero muchas veces nos cerramos a nosotros mismos, nosotras mismas, porque siempre queremos seguir patrones que ya están preestablecidos. Si nos abrimos a nuevas oportunidades, podremos ver otras vías y otras formas de hacer ministerio, tanto en nuestras comunidades de fe como en nuestro diario vivir.